National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
I gotta put in a straight bet for my nigga Shohei.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson going right to the air. A short one there, caught by Warren. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Welcome back. Hey, Rich.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
That's why he's the best.
He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out of the ground. He gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
79 Brock, Panther 60, Panther 60, Buffalo 18, Trap 60, Trap 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. Down the field, he's got Warren. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
60 Eagles. Warriors 70. Go.
Now it's Richardson. Now he'll take this and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tackles.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. Hey, check that. Street.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom.
Robinson fall rebound to the game, got right to it.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test. Taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one.
Every time I play this nigga, man. Every single time.
The Texans send the
hey, there's something going wrong or something, nigga. That's
he'll kick it away for the
Brother.
2nd time.
The Texans. Yeah, because he had put
And that one will skip
his
out of
running back on
bounds
a
as the
real route,
linesman will
burn
mark
fucking
this
rushing,
thing right
and then
at the
overthrew it.
15-yard line.
Let's say GG. Bruh.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest.
Come on, nah, I guess I can say GG, right?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up, and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
What are you? This receiver, they ain't blocking anything faster than me.
It's a gain of 34. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
We'll give him 20 yards, like he did last time we played.
And that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here.
You really can't double nobody on this team. Everybody dangerous.
Here we go. Ready, right?
Richardson to throw off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Okay.
And it's intercepted. And the Texans force the turn.
I'll be getting that fucking high pass sometimes, bro. But the receiver can't go for it, but the corner can.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
There he goes, right
Bro,
side.
Alshon Jeffrey just out there toasting niggas, huh?
A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Richardson looking to throw this. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Warren. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Here's Richardson to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Colts points and 11-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action with Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Play action. Now Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I don't know, man. Hey, man. Look like you try to slap gloves. Nigga said, fuck it, nigga.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Forward, Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game, because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Off the RPO, he completes it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Stop. Let's go. Cougar 19. 18. Pioneers.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Come on. Come on. Hit. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think of as relishing the... And off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more on that one and another first down.
19 Lions. 19 Charger. 19.
He'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Cougar 19!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Ready! 68! Ready!
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Richardson working from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
70 Ranger!
And Richardson yet again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
I thought I fucking kicked him.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because
please DM me.
Came to the passing game. They were hitting the open
receivers,
taking whatever the coverage gave them to make
I knew we was
now they just want to pick up the pace of score a little bit. So expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away.
So they're trying to get a fucking
fielded just inside the 30. Officially, that will be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Here we go.
Richardson off the play fake.
This touchdown.
He sets to fire deep.
Oh, we knew that was touchdown. Oh, we got the
catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Indy. 59 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play.
Exactly. Sawyer is like stacking pitchers. Baltimore the Nationals. 1-0.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run.
I'm just chalking up to you. I'm just chalking up
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick it up, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Richardson punching it in for the and the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the try here for the point after.
It's time for what? The same old, same old?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now.
They were trying to write to my picture, couldn't even do that.
To extend the lead.
This thing ran directly into my kitchen. Man.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball fast. In addition,
more than that, picking
as
up the
much
shoes
time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 26. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Okay, break. Smash.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now who's got it? The defense does. They recover.
How about I say, was that yours or mine?
What?
The bank draft.
The end zone, so this will go as a touchback, and boy, you talk about going from jubilation to heartbreak, as that's a big turnover. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try to run this one in. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Going quickly out to the right side. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball. Getting ready to give the final.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards.
First and goal, Houston.
Past the 60, past the 60.
Now back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Texans 24.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Down the field, he's got one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now he's going to step up and run. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Off play action, Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the this. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
18 Cardinal. Get it?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First down, Houston.
60 Eagles.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Yes, 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Panther 60.
He got like a man. That's the pass on for me. That's stopping at the one.
It's Jalen Noel.
Well, they call a fumble first.
Last completion,
And
he's
he challenged it, so when the
passing in the game.
he got like the
Quite a few
itch.
of those have come via some
Obviously, I know
big
he's gonna run.
strikes
Boom.
downfield. Certainly not
Stop him.
afraid to challenge this
1 yard.
secondary.
Next play, stop him for 2
successful.
yards.
I like your observation,
And,
partner, because I agree. This is a great.
Then he tried to pass it in the 3rd play. My lineman batted it down. And then he went for the 4th down. He did the RPO. And Perkins was actually on it. Amazing. And you stopped that, then you're going to hit me and say, man, you got to be the luckiest dude in Madden. It's got to be a trend because everybody in the league says it. What?
Brandon, I've got to think think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
man, because you didn't get in from the one. My bad, bro.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he's got his man.
Maybe I should got mad because I did a play action after that. I did a play action.
And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And the nigga Jared Allen was on me. Saw Travis Smith one-on-one, bonded to him, caught it, spun the other nigga, touchdown.
Now it's Richardson.
Come on,
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Always has that one pass.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this
One or
for
two
years.
passes a game.
You get the lead,
Why
just
can't
take
you
care
just
of the
hit that for a
football and
touchdown?
burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And good covers there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no motion here.
Low
We
key.
just saw there, that's really been a common theme all
afternoon. World Series contender if they get like another picture.
He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to load that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete.
Cut him up. Dakari. Touchdown. He's coming for that #1 spot.
They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
This is a linebacker. Not a safety, a linebacker.
Down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Texans 24.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6.
Bro.
Icing on the cake, so to speak.
He could put that one off too.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get that.
And he's going to be intercepted.
But you tried to underthrow it.
Time thus far. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's having a real life stinker. Shoot.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now Richardson.
Man, come on.
And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, check that.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there.
And that might be why they need to go get him a score.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Yeah.
Back to throw.
I mean, that was fucking
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
And that nigga not even like a score like that. They're both kind of like the same person.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Deficient.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception
Amazing.
return for a Colts team.
And that's if niggas letting them get to the that's if niggas letting them get to the cut. Like shooting wise, man, you can see they're probably like, man, let that nigga
This
shoot.
one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Texans 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This offense so far on third down, pretty anemic, very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, who is this? McNabb.
Now it's loose again. And down to the 19.
They got
big yard.
entirely too fast.
It gets him a 1st down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And someone will measure revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave the stadium.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Here we go.
And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL. It's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Oh, no.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's over the middle into the hands of Noel. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
134 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one was over a long time ago.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
At the 35-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will
think that's fucking good.
It's another touchdown.
Travis Smith
To
Jr.
me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Right now, he's a freshman at Tennessee University.
Point after, right down the middle.
But in this game, he's the best receiver in the league.
They just add on to that big lead.
Literally, he's leading the league.
The kickoff team on the
Well,
field.
literally, Travis Smith is leading the league in fucking receiving yards by a lot. And the next person is
And that one not returnable. Not
my
by a
tight
long
end.
stretch.
So,
On the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
yeah, because they can't run the ball, but I can run the ball because I'm third in the running the ball.
Ready to go here for their next drive.
I can't stop
They're
shit.
just
I can
obviously getting
score.
shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
You already know how I am with the kick returns. You already know how I am with the kick returns.
Don't forget what has happened.
Don't kick it to me.
Use that as
I'm liable.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything
It's a lot of
today,
weaves.
coaching, playing the
One or
whole
two.
deal.
One or two weaves and boom,
Forget it,
I'm out.
because
You're not going to want that feeling.
that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team
If they
again.
run, lined up.
Second down and 4.
Company range. Company
They'll look to throw. The kick here, it's
No.
complete.
Magic down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Who's your
Decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
This nigga Nick Frost stole my pick.
Another interception. And the Colts are going to have great field position here. As this is
got six like that this year.
just
We couldn't let the
shy
Cards
of
get that
midfield.
one.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit,
He's just a bumper
you're
club.
supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
When this thing started breaking sacks.
Fans usually love to see